With the most recent patch deployed by Bungie at the launch of Shadowkeep, handcannons received a range nerf. Unlike other range nerfs we've received in the past, where range gradually drops off, this range nerf is much more severe and the damage drop off is much steeper than before. So from dealing full damage with your handcannon to an immediate damage drop off, it's very noticeable. So today's video is the first in a 3-part series where I talk about handcannons and their viability. Today's video is going to be focused on 2 perks that are going to allow you to fight outside that normal handcannon range. And the upcoming videos will be focused on handcannons and how to use them in the new meta and how to use them in larger maps. So if you're interested in those videos, you might want to consider subscribing. If you're watching this video and it's a few days old, you might want to check out my page and find the updated videos or just other videos similar to this. So let's get into identifying our first perk, and it's going to be Rangefinder. I know, guys, it's an obvious answer, but it's a perk I feel that's most overlooked. What is Rangefinder? Aiming this weapon increases its effective range and zoom magnification. When you hear the words effective range, you don't know what it means. It doesn't tell you how many meters. It doesn't say how much effective range you're going to get. So the footage in the background, I'll be demonstrating the range on 3 different handcannons. So let me put all 3 up on screen. So my Austringer with Rangefinder has significant less range than the other 2 handcannons. The Austringer has 60 range on its stat. Comparing it next to the other 2, the Austringer with Rampage has a range stat of 74 and the Ace of Spades at base has a range stat of 86. What if I told you the Austringer with Rangefinder and the 60 range will still do max damage, 70 damage at a further distance than the other 2 handcannons? Would you believe me? So the footage in the background displays that. A better example of Rangefinder is that Austringer with, 60 range stat at 30 meters against the Ace of Spades at the same distance. And you can see the difference there, guys, that the Austringer can still 3-tap a 5 Resilience Guardian from that distance, unlike the Ace of Spades that has a range stat of 86 cannot 3-tap that Guardian at that range. So Rangefinder, is it a great perk? Yes. How will it help you? It'll push you out another 5 to 6 meters. Will that save you? Yes, in some engagement, guys, 5 and 6 meters are pretty much game changing. It'll keep you alive. Also, not only that, but the zoom magnification will help you in maps such as Widow Court and other larger maps. Will it hinder you in smaller maps? Not really. One last thing I'd like to mention is the Austringer you saw in this video, or the one with Rangefinder, has terrible range perks such as bad barrel options and no range perks in its magazine column. Now getting into perk number 2, which is a perk I've highlighted in the past. This is going to be Explosive Payload. While the footage plays in the background, let me give you the gist of the perk and how it performs when it comes to longer ranges. First of all, what is Explosive Payload? Projectiles create an area of effect detonation on impact. An easier breakdown of that is going to be while you fire your handcannon and land a shot, the damage is split into 2 numbers, one being the impact and the other being the explosive payload. Let's take my Kindled for example. When I fire a shot, that explosive payload will always be 24. So if I land a crit shot, my damage will be split from 36 to 24, regardless of how far I am. Now, explosive payload will be the same and it will not have damage drop off. It negates all of that. So if I decided to walk 69 meters away and fire a shot, sure, my main damage will be 12, but my explosive payload will be 24. So pairing that next to other handcannons, once they start experiencing handcannon drop-off range, the further you get away with explosive payload, the more damage you will be doing. You'll still experience damage drop-off, but your explosive payload will be the same. The footage I'm showing you in the background, which has the Ace of Spades, which has significantly more range than my Kindled. My Kindled has 86, so the Ace of Spades has about 18 more range stat than it. The Ace of Spades begins to have damage drop off between 28 to 29 meters away, meaning the further you get away with the Kindled, the more damage you will be dealing due to the fact that explosive payload kicks in. So as you see the footage in the background, guys, my Kindled Orchard being at 68 range stat is either dealing the same amount of damage as the Ace of Spades or 1 or 2 points higher, and it's negating the damage drop off. So overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's just my insights on handcannons. I've been using handcannons with Rangefinder and explosive payload, and ultimately I feel like I've been negating the whole damage drop off and I haven't been feeling it as much. My ultimate overview of this. Range is nice, but if you compare a good range weapon or hand cannon with one of these perks, then you're gonna have yourself a solid hand cannon. A little extra here, guys, for those of you who are subscribed to Cammy Cakes, or if you guys haven't, link to his channel will be in the description. He just recently uploaded a video detailing the same perks I was mentioning today, but he has one on his Better Devils, which is going to have rangefinder and explosive payload, and I believe a range masterwork. Pretty much the trifecta of greatness. If you guys want to check out that video, link to that video will be in the description. The thumbnail is on screen. Ultimately, guys, guy is an extraordinary player. You guys can learn a lot from him. If you haven't subbed to him, go do that now. Remember, guys, this is episode 1 of a 3-part series of me talking about hand cannons. So stay tuned for other episodes like this or other videos like this. If you guys haven't subscribed, do me a huge favor and do that now. You guys want to keep up to date with me? I will be live on Twitch later on today. So again, guys, if you haven't followed me on Twitch, do that now. Remember, guys, I make plenty of videos like this, so if you guys haven't checked out my page, I get asked a bunch of questions. Brave, what about this, what about that, on stuff that I've mentioned in the past. I have those videos on my page, so check that out. Other than that, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, did you enjoy the video? Click right there for a random video. Click right there for my latest video. Stay up to date with BRAVExHERO. If you haven't followed me on Twitch, I recommend it. Go do it right now. Twitch.tv/BRAVExHERO. New to the channel, subscribe button right there. Click it. Do it now. I'll see you guys in the next video.